Let's be real, a Disneyland trip is a dream for so many of us, but that price tag can be a bit of a nightmare. You're not alone if you've wondered how to afford it. Well, in this explainer, we are going to show you exactly how to find the absolute cheapest weeks to go in 2026 so you can make that magic happen without totally emptying your wallet.
We get it. The costs can really pile up. You've got tickets, the hotel, food, all the fun souvenirs. But here's the good news. With just a little bit of smart, strategic planning, you can find the perfect sweet spot for savings. And it's probably easier than you think.
$104. Let that sink in for a second. That is the rock-bottom lowest price you can pay for a single-day Disneyland ticket in 2026. And by the time we're done here, you're going to know precisely which 5 weeks have this price and how you can lock it in.
And look, this isn't just a guess. We've crunched the numbers, we've analyzed the official park calendars, we've looked at hotel pricing trends, even school schedules, all to pinpoint the 5 most affordable weeks to visit. This is all about data-driven savings to help you plan the smartest trip ever.
Okay, so first things first. To find these cheap weeks, you've got to understand how Disney thinks. They use what's called a tiered ticket system. It's pretty simple, really. On days they expect smaller crowds, they charge less for tickets. Our entire mission here is to find those Tier 0 days. That's the cheapest you can get.
All right, our first golden opportunity is the second full week of January. This is right after all the holiday craziness has completely died down. You're looking at classic off-season value right here.
So why is this week so cheap? Well, it's kind of the perfect storm for savings. Your 2 biggest expenses, hotels and tickets, both hit their lowest points. Hotel prices just drop off a cliff because the holiday rush is over, kids are back in school, and there are no big conventions in town. That super low demand means Disney drops its midweek tickets to that magical $104 Tier 0 price.
Now, okay, there are a few trade-offs, right? You'll probably need a sweater. The park hours might be a little bit shorter. And yeah, a few rides could be down for refurbishment. But the huge, massive upside, the crowds will be so minimal, it'll feel like you have the park all to yourself.
But what if January is just a little too soon for you? Don't worry, we got you. Our next option is another fantastic week in the middle of February, and it offers pretty much the same deep savings.
You're going to see a pattern here. This week follows the same powerful logic as January. It's still the winter off-season, so hotel demand is way down. But the real key is the timing. It is perfectly wedged right before President's Day weekend, which is when prices just shoot through the roof. You can sneak in and grab those $104 tickets just before the holiday madness begins.
The conditions are going to feel a lot like January, but there's a potential bonus here, the Lunar New Year celebration. This means you could get extra entertainment, incredible food, unique characters, and it often doesn't come with a big surge in crowds. That's a ton of added value, for free.
All right, another amazing opportunity pops up at the very beginning of March. Now, this is a really brief but super valuable window for savings, but you gotta time it just right. Seriously, timing is everything with this one. You're sneaking in just before that first wave of spring break hits. Most schools are not out yet, so hotel demand stays low, and Disney keeps those midweek tickets at that sweet, sweet Tier 0 price of $104. It is the absolute calm before the storm. And hey, real quick, if you're finding this budget planning advice helpful, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss our future explainers. It really does help us.
And the perks for this week are fantastic. The weather starts to get a little bit warmer, which is nice. The park hours start getting longer, and you might even catch the start of the incredibly popular Food and Wine Festival over at Disney California Adventure.
Okay, our fourth option is in late April. This is the calm after the spring break storm. Think of this as the smart traveler's choice. You get amazing weather and low crowds.
It's like a switch flips. The second that last spring break family goes home, hotel demand just plummets, and the rates drop right back down to those off-season levels. And with the parks so much quieter, those beautiful $104 Tier 0 tickets pop right back up during the week.
I mean, the benefits here are just incredible. You're talking gorgeous, sunny Southern California weather, longer park hours now that spring is in full swing, and just a much more relaxed, chill vibe in the parks. This week might just be the perfect balance of great conditions and low cost.
And now for our fifth and final week. And this one, you guys, is a true best-kept secret for budget-savvy Disney fans. Mid-September.
The logic is so simple. The summer vacation rush is officially over, and pretty much every school in the country is back in session.
This causes hotel demand to hit one of its lowest points of the entire year. And if you look at past data, Disney consistently prices these midweek tickets in the lowest Tier 0 or Tier 1 category.
And here's the absolute kicker. You get to experience all the fun of Halloween time at Disneyland. The decorations, the seasonal treats, the whole amazing vibe, but you get it without the massive crowds that descend in October. It is truly the best of both worlds.
Okay, so we've walked through each week individually. Now let's put them all side by side. This is where you can really see how they stack up and figure out which of these awesome options is the perfect one for your trip.
As you can see right here, the average hotel rates and those midweek ticket prices are consistently low across all 5 of our picks. The estimated cost is nearly identical. So your decision really comes down to the other stuff. Do you prefer cooler weather with maybe a few less rides, or warmer weather with awesome seasonal events?
So, how do you actually use all this info to book your trip? This isn't just theory, right? This is a practical guide. So here are your exact next steps.
Here is your 6-step plan for success. 1. Book your hotel early, especially if it's refundable, to lock in those low rates. 2. Aim to be in the parks on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday for those Tier 0 prices. 3. Always look for extra discounts, especially if you're a California resident. 4. Check the park's refurbishment schedule online. 5. Seriously, consider staying off-site. You can save a fortune. And 6. Always, always, always double-check the Anaheim convention calendar before you book anything.
So there you have it. We've laid out the cheapest weeks, the pros, the cons, and a checklist to make it happen. You have the data. The only question left is, which magical week will you choose for your 2026 Disneyland trip?